So here we go, one greenhouse fumigator about to be lit. So there we go, finally got it lit. So, smoking away well. So we're inside the polycarbonate greenhouse, otherwise known as my onion house. This is the one with the two raised beds. I'm now getting it ready for winter. You can see at the back, that's all got bubble wrap up. Each of the beds have been mucked, well watered. Plenty of water to wash the salts out. Now covered over. That tabletop there is the base. On top of that will go the grow tent and propagator inside it. Then I shall finish off bubble wrapping the rest of the greenhouse, and we'll be set up for sowing of the onion seeds. Using the tape to join the bubble wrap, and yes, hopefully it'll keep the heating well. No use me heating the world. The lights are in there, and there's the grow tent. So I've put together the frame that goes inside the cover of the grow tent. I'll leave the bar out, one bar out in the middle, get my head in easier. The outer tent's gone on. Super reflective inside. It's unzipped at the minute. Power goes through that gap there. And in the bottom we've put the propagator, which fits perfectly. Don't forget to clean the glass of the propagator. Obviously this is all about maximum light to the plants. So yes, that's pleased with that. All ready to go. Still got another nearly month before I'll be sowing the first seed. But I'm all ready, raring to go. There's the zip on the door. The bubble wrap's thoroughly bolted in on the sides. You can see there all the way down. Because as I come in and out in the winter, sometimes the hole doesn't seem quite big enough. And you stretch it a bit, so I want it to hold and last till April or March. And yeah, wonderful thing. That sticky zip, it's meant all the difference for keeping the cold out. Hi there, it's just past the middle of November. I'm just putting together the last bit of bubble wrap on the in the greenhouse. I'm in here, I just wanted to show you the temperature. I'm sure you can see that there, says 32. Hence I'm down to my t-shirt, which is lovely actually doing it. It's been a frosty morning. And yeah, but this is something to think about. Usually by the 21st of December, the sun doesn't touch the greenhouse because of the house. Therefore I don't have to worry so much, but you have to look out for those days when we get towards Feb. Sun comes out on it, heats up, and I don't want my plants to overcook. So it's just the one thing I do need to keep an eye on over the winter. Once things are growing, I have to dash out, get the door open, and of course the zip on the doorway down, so we don't get too hot and burn whatever we've got in here. So this is my early Christmas present for this year. It's called a wind strip tray. And apparently this sort of thing was invented in Holland decades ago. In the past I've used G37 pellets to start to sow seeds in, and I've always got on very well with those. I've always cut the outer skin off those when I've potted on. So this is really the similar principle. A lot bigger hole in the bottom, so it'll be much easier to get the plug out when the plant's ready for potting on. This is a 50 cell tray, as you can see at the bottom there. A lot more space, a lot more air can get in. There's even slits, if you can see there, slits there down them as well. There's plenty of air access within the. And the main reason for me getting this is I want to be able to pot the onions on without the pricking out, simply because I want the onion to be growing at its natural level regarding the top of the soil. Don't know if that makes sense what I've just said, but so the pricking, when you prick out and pop them into the pot, that's fine, but I'm trying to get perfectly shaped onions and I want everyone to be at the correct depth, so that's part of the reason. This also should fit nicely in my propagator. 50 cells altogether, which should be more than enough. Yes, I'm going to plant individual seeds in them. Am I worried if some don't germinate and I don't get as many as I want? No, because I'll probably do a few extra just to be sure. So, see how we get on with it. So there's the homemade device I've used for getting the correct depth of onion sowing. That's exactly 1/2 inch including the nut. So I poked a hole in each one, in each cell for that, with that. And so they're all the same. Very important to keep the depth of each seed the same. So the seed went in just short of 1/2 inch deep. I was then filled in with a little bit of compost. On top of that I sprinkled some sharp sand. The reason I do that, I want that sharp sand to be under the bulb. If it in any way helps reduce botrytis because it's dry underneath the bulb, then that's why I do it. Then I've just sprinkled a little bit of vermiculite on the top to keep the moisture in. I believe the one thing I've got to watch out for with these trays, might just dry out a little bit quicker than obviously a bigger pot, or if they were being grown to then prick on. But this is all about, I do not want to pot on, prick out the onion. I want it to be growing at its level, so they'll then be potted on to a bigger pot from these, hopefully without disturbing the root ball. We shall see. So now I'm going to water them from the bottom. Put a bit of warm water in there so it's not too cold. And then they'll go in the propagator.